Hey, how you doing? Bryce Spraggins here, Momentum Realty. I am doing another deep dive into a little micro neighborhood at the beaches. Atlantic Beach. This is just off of Atlantic and east of Mayport Road, over here off Sailfish Drive and Seminole. But I cut this little area out and I'm going to do a deep market analysis on it. So, first things, what's the market doing in this area? Last 12 months, 32 properties sold, 4 under contract right now, 4 for sale right now, and 7 didn't sell. We've got a 68% odds of selling coming out of that. Anything above 60% is considered a seller's market. We're selling at 2.7 per month, and there's 3 months of inventory available. So still pretty good seller's market. Summary of 2020, this is basically almost the exact same as the last 12 months, be it that we're January 4th, so I'm going to skip over that. And 2019 was a little bit better. We saw a little bit slowdown in this particular area in Atlantic Beach. We'll also see that on the time to sell here. Time to close 47 days in 2019, 58 days in 2020. So that just mimics the seller's market, a little bit of a slowdown in 2020 from 2019. This is kind of the patterns, best times to sell, if you will. 2019 was strong in April, August, and September. Had a lot of closings in December too. 2020, we're strong June, July, and then we pick back up at the end of the year. So these are times to sell in this particular market. Moving to the price. Everybody loves the price. So this is a nice little graphic, basically looking at square footage and looking at the prices they've sold in. I've got the top of the market, the bottom of the market in here. So just a quick view of this graph. Everything along the bottom is your square footage. Over to the left here we've got our prices. Blue dots are all the properties that have closed, they've sold, transactions complete. Your orange diamonds here are pending. They are on the market, they're under contract right now, and they will be expected to closing very soon. And your green triangles, those are currently on the market and they're not under contract, they're waiting to sell, ready to sell. So once we take into account all these blue little dots, do a little math and come up with a slope for fair market value based on the square footage. The up here is your kind of your top of the market. And that's the difference that I do is I present them in a way to where I can sell them at the top of the market. To get up here, you're going to need probably some upgrades in the property. Property is obviously going to need to be clean when it's on the market. You're going to have to get some really nice photos, professional photography, wide angle, touch them up. You're going to need to be staged or at least look like it's a model home. Do some sort of staging. Properties down here are more of maybe they need a little work, maybe the carpet needs to be replaced and the sellers don't feel like getting it ready for market and not doing that. Maybe it's got a little bit of outdated appliances, maybe things of that nature. This is just your everyday house is going to be able to sell here. Properties down here are going to need some major work. Maybe it needs a roof replaced, maybe it needs AC replaced. But just for example, if I were to price a 1,800 square foot property in here, I'm going to come down here and find my square footage. I'm going to run it up and I'm going to see what I think I can price it for and still get an appraisal. So that's kind of like my top of market line. So an 1,800 square foot, I think I could probably go probably 540 on 1,800 square foot. I'm going to have to come in and make sure it looks super staged, complete, ready to go. Maybe do a minor work. I try to do as minimal work as possible. I don't want my seller spinning an arm and a leg. But that's probably where I would price it at. And we'd be able to get close to that as long as it's presented properly. Other than that, let me show you one last thing here. Patterns, no, positioning. So this is the last 90 days what's happened. We've had 3 new properties come on the market in the last 90 days. 5 are projected to be closed in the next 90 days, and we've got 4 under contract. So one more coming on is probably going to be closed as well. And this is what's happened in the last 90 days. Last 90 days, 15 properties came on the market, 9 closed, and 4 are under contract. So that's kind of the flow of the deals. That's what happened in the last 90 days. This is what we're projecting is going to happen in the next 90 days. So that's a complete in-depth market analysis for this little subsection here, north of Atlantic, east of Mayport, right off your Sailfish Drive and Seminole Road over here. I hope that was helpful. Again, I'm Bryce Spraggins, Momentum Realty, your listing expert. Call me if you have any questions or if you need to sell a property. Thanks.